Yo, 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 what's going on? It's your boy Emanny. You're now tuned into All Eyes on E. This is another podcast edition. I know people are like, what do you mean? Like, if you have no idea, I don't normally do this. This is my second week in a row doing this type of back and forth with people. We have cameramen on the side. We got Joe F behind the mic again, Joe. So there we go. So yeah, we're going to be doing some current event stuff. I've told people before, I'm not really into all the current event shit. But I mean, algorithm says we got to do it. So guess what? We're going to do it. We're here, right? It's been a lot that's went on this week. This week was kind of dark. It's a really dark week. A lot of deaths, a lot of firings right before the holiday. I don't really like the fact that we starting off with all this nastiness and all this death and firings and I need to find a better way to intro this, Joe. It's brought me down already. I don't even want to talk.
Well, who got fired?
Well, let's start there. Let's start with...
Because I've been firing people, so, I mean, sometimes you got to do it.
Yeah, but see, that's the... I think you like firing people.
No, I don't.
Something tells me you like firing people.
I really don't.
I don't know. You give me the, like, you go home and fire someone and then you count, like, the paycheck that they had and you like, ooh,
crazy.
Back in my pocket.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No. Well, let's go for the start of this. Let's start with Ebro and Ebro in the Morning, Hot 97. For those of y'all who are not from New York, this is probably not going to be interesting to y'all, but we don't care. So if you want to fast forward, go ahead and catch. When I do this, that means we went to the next. What the fuck did I just do? All right. When I do that, that means we went to the next topic. You can go ahead and get to that point. But Ebro in the Morning. For those who don't know, Ebro Darden, who has been with Hot 97 for I think almost over 20 plus years. First got there as a program director. He had a popular show in the morning called Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Peter Rosenberg. And they're no longer with Hot 97. They have been let go and they have been put in place with Funk Master Flex. For those who don't know who Funk Master Flex is, and you should know who he is, but for those who are not of New York standard, and you should know who Funk Master Flex is, even if you're not from New York, you should know. But he is now taking the place of the morning show. A lot of people are up in arms about this. A lot of people are screaming about why the hell would you take away Ebro in the Morning and put Funk Master Flex there? All we're going to get is 20,000 bomb drops and Cypher don't get. You're going to get all that in the morning, right? Things that people don't want to traditionally hear. For me, just looking at this news, it just tells me that out with the old and with the new to a sense. I mean, Funk Master Flex isn't the new, but I just think they're going in a new direction. I don't know what this says for New York radio. I think New York radio as a whole is like missing its identity. I think we are in a really bad state. I think Hot 97 has done some of the younger talent up there a disservice by not putting them in position. You know, you have people like Drewski. You have a lot of other people up there who have been like waiting for this moment. Shit, you got some people podcasting who are pretty talented people who could be really entertaining for the morning show. You had Scotty Beam over there at a certain point. You had Marissa over there at a certain point. You had people over there who were pretty good at this speaking gig that you could have been training to prep for this type of position, and that's not happening. Seems like you guys are just doing like a what is it called? Like a seat swap with just everyone. Like everyone, all right, you leave, now this person comes sit in your spot. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's not really entertaining. I don't know if I'm going to be watching Funk Master Flex in the morning. I like my Funk Master Flex entertainment towards the afternoon, evening time when I really want to hear someone scream and be abrasive and be very annoying, but not in a bad way.
But you know what I want to bring up though? I mean, we live in a world where like, bro, we have all the analytics in the world with stuff like this. Mm-hmm. What if just the analytics are all driving towards that audience shifted to the morning?
I mean, possible. I'm not going to say that that's not possible. I'm getting tired of everyone leaning into analytics. Like, don't get me wrong. It is a big part of how everything is flowing, but whatever just happens to just the passion of something and feeling something and just something feeling right. Funkmaster Flex in the morning just does not feel right. I don't know. Like just as a hip hop connoisseur, I just want you guys to know this is dedication. My cameraman just rolled on the floor to get on the other side to take pictures. Hold on. Please do it again. But do me a favor, roll back, but let them see your head poke up a little bit so they can see the dedication. We are dedicated over here, yo. That was amazing. And I'm talking and I'm seeing them rolling like, oh.
And you could have just kept it going.
Nah, no. That was great. Chris is great. He's amazing, yo. Like I was saying, go ahead, roll back.
They don't do that over there, Hot 97.
No, come on. Who gets a chance to see people? Go, just walk back. Don't even roll. Just walk back. Let them know that you're here, Chris. Just go ahead. That was great. That was great. Just to let you know the dedication we have over here. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about this Hot 97 thing. I mean, honestly, I'm just talking about it because I feel like we have to. Goes back to your algorithm thing, analytics. You kind of got to do what you have to do to fit into the system. Do I care enough? I'm going to be honest, no. The reason why I don't is because I just haven't listened to morning radio in quite some time. And I think a big part of that is because they've never grown with the process. Like I want to see new talent. Like I've heard Ebro for quite some time. I enjoy Ebro. He's great. I enjoy Envy and Charlemagne and actually I do like what they did. They kind of brought in some new influence. Lauren LaRosa, just hilarious. Like I like that. And then they have like some of the other, I think Nyla, she comes on once in a while. Like I like that. I like giving us new visuals of new people. Ebro in the morning has just been Ebro and Peter Rosenberg. I love Laura Styles. I love these guys, but I'm over it. I want to see the new crop come in. I do believe in evolution. I do believe that at any point that you feel like you're just stagnant, there's nothing wrong with injecting some new energy. So I'm not so mad that Ebro in the morning is no longer there. I'm just disappointed that they're not injecting new energy and just putting Funkmaster Flex in that spot. With that being said, salutes to everybody. I hope everyone lands where they want to land, lands where they need to land. I think all of them will be quite fine. Ebro is already doing what he has to do over at Apple. Funk Flex is doing what he has to do. Peter Rosenberg is already huge in the media space and sports and wrestling. And I think everyone will be fine. With that being said, let's move forward on something else that has been interesting enough for me. What's wrong with kids?
A lot.
This is going to be a little dark moment, right? And I want to ease my way into this without being insensitive, but I really start with saying, what the hell is wrong with kids? In the past 2 weeks, I've heard stories of kids harming their parents. And if this is sensitive for anyone at this moment, you can fast forward. Oh, I didn't do my thing where I said I was going to transfer to the next topic. So here you go. All right, I transferred to the next topic. In the news last night, we got word of amazing director, actor Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, being, I don't even like saying the word. What is I don't want to say murdered. I guess I have to say it. They were unalived. Apparently, is being suspected that it was at the hands of their son, Nick Reiner. Nick, he's been known to have some drug issues in the past. And I'll be honest with you, as much as I want to cover this story, it really hurts to talk about because I'm really a big Rob Reiner fan. I don't really talk about how deep I go into my movie knowledge and how much I love cinema, but Rob Reiner has created some of the greatest films for me. Spinal Tap is one of my favorite films. A Few Good Men, When Harry Met Sally, Oh man, he's provided us, and he was a part of one of the greatest sitcoms of all time, All in the Family. Like, this guy has provided us with quality entertainment for decades upon decades, and it's really sad to hear this news. It's especially sad to hear when it happens at the hands of your own child. So supposedly, that's what's being said. We don't know for sure, but I'm going to assume that what's being reported is kind of the truth. I don't know what happens in this moment. Like, he has a daughter. The daughter's also showcase how close she is with Rob. And how do you move forward in life now, knowing that both of your parents are gone, and especially at the hands of your sibling? I have a really, really hard time trying to figure out how do you operate and how do you move on in life knowing that, and that alone feeling that you must feel when something like this happens. There has to be a certain level of hate that you might have for your brother at this moment, and just a lot of confusion. I don't know, Joe. It's hard for me to talk about just as someone who's lost his parents, and of not loss in this type of way, but just the loss of a parent, period, is hard. But then having to compile it with the loss of a parent in this way, I really, really send my prayers out to her and anyone else attached to this family. There were reports of Billy Crystal and Larry David going over to that house and weeping, and everyone being traumatized just by this news.
I don't know why, but it comes to my mind, man. And again, I didn't research any of this, so I don't know, what the son was like. But like, that story that happened a couple months ago about the guy that stabbed the girl in the train.
Yes.
Like, and then it came out supposedly that his sister or somebody was like, "Yo, tried to get him help, kept bringing him places, and then they would just let him go."
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like in life, a lot of times stuff like that happens or it gets overlooked. Like
the mental state of people, or I mean, yeah, and then we want to be sensitive to the fact that people are going through mental health issues, but it's never enough to explain this.
No.
Like, it's not enough for me to explain the thought process behind that happening.
And not even to justify, because I bring it not to justify, just to say like, wow, like, maybe there was a lot of times before that there was signs that this person wasn't okay.
Yeah, but as a parent, see, yes, but as a parent, you never want to give up on your child. As a parent, you never want to give up on your child. You want to feel like you're going to do whatever you can to help your child. I mean, Rob Reiner, he has a film with his son where they pretty much document his son's ups and downs. Like, they work together. Like, if there's anything that I can do is show you I want to be there for you, is by pulling you in close and bringing you into my environment and let me help tell your story the way it needs to be told. I don't know if there's not an explanation for me. There's no making sense of this that I can make sense of. I can only feel like real deep sadness for the daughter at this moment and everything that she must be going through. And, it's hard enough to deal with this already, but then to have to deal with it in the public eye. That's the other part that we forget. Like, you're going to be reminded every second. The one thing I appreciated about the mourning process for me is that whenever I wanted to shut down from the world and the world not remind me of something, I could do so. This woman can't do that. Like, you can't turn on the TV. You can't go outside. You can't do anything. And you have to also deal with the fact that your sibling is possibly responsible for this. It's a lot. My prayers goes out to her. There was also news last week of a famous opera singer, Jubilant. Let me make sure I say his name right. I think it's Jubilant Skies. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. But Grammy Award winning opera singer, and he was stabbed to death by his 31-year-old son.
Wow.
It's just like, I as a parent, I'm listening to this and I'm just like, let me be very clear. If I see some signs that my kids is bugging in that way, and I'm giving up. You getting away from me. I'm not letting you take me out. I'm not letting you take me out. That's not happening. Like I'll always want the best for you, but there has to be some separation between me trying to get you help and now knowing that the help that I'm trying to get you might put me at risk. I am living for my kids' betterment, but you know, also have multiple kids. I have to be here for them as well. I can't, you know, I wonder what happens with a parent when they have to decide like how much of themselves they can give as a parent to one child while not taking away from the other child's needs and things like that. Like,
and it's wild when, you know, when it's your kids and not just a friend or not someone you know, you've literally raised them.
Yeah. Yeah. So my prayers goes out to everyone attached to these stories, the family, the friends, the coworkers, the fans, the supporters. It's a really, really devastating thing. I don't like to focus too long on these type of things. I really get sensitive. Like when I first heard it, I was messed up. I was really messed up. Let's move on to something lighter.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Something lighter. I know a lot of people have no idea that I am a wrestling fan.
Hold on. You need the shake. You know,
do I have to do the shake every time?
You said.
I thought I'd just do that just for when we move from.
From the sad stuff.
Yeah, from the sad stuff. Like, I feel like I don't have to do it every time. We'll figure something else out to let people know. But yes, I'm a wrestling fan. Joe, you're not a fan of nothing.
I am a fan of shit.
Like, Joe, first off, Joe is a really talented writer, videographer, director, all this stuff. And I come in here today waiting to talk to Joe about Rob Reiner. And he's like, huh? What are you talking about?
Yep.
I'm like, bro, you don't know who Rob Reiner is?
Nope.
Just insane. But so I know he definitely don't care about John Cena's retirement match.
No,
you don't. No, you don't care. No. Anyways, that was a big thing.
But it's better. You get my unbiased perspective then.
Joe, you didn't grow up just doing like the you can't see me thing.
Actually, I was the guy filming my friends killing each other over cardboard boxes and chairs. I was the videographer.
There you go.
All my friends were into it, but I thought wrestling was corny.
Wrestling is wrestling. Okay, first off, I know a lot of people going to say, come on, it's fake. But first off, do not ever tell a wrestler that wrestling is fake. They will punch you dead in your throat.
It's fake.
It's not fake. It's staged. There's a difference. It's a big difference. Yes, the moves are planned. Yes, there's some level rehearsed. But the effects of it and the pain is not fake. These people are breaking bones. They're really hurting each other. The bones are really being broken. The concussions are happening.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
You know what? I'm gonna find somebody to come sit and talk with. We're gonna have somebody up here, a wrestler, to come talk with and get you hit. Don't say it because they will choke you. And I don't think we can both beat them at the same time.
Bro, the chair would be like here, and they'd be like,
all right, see. Anyways, John Cena had his retirement match. A lot of people were upset about it. A lot of people feel like it was the wrong way to go out. Anyone who doesn't know, John Cena is the never give up guy. And for his last match, he tapped out to Gunther. Gunther is the new guy, and he's towering over everybody. He retired Bill Goldberg. You know who Bill Goldberg is? You don't know who Bill Goldberg is?
no. I know Triple H.
All right, never mind. All right. So pretty much, John Cena taps out in his last match. A lot of people are upset over it. A lot of people feel like this is the wrong way to go. A lot of people are really upset with Triple H about this. They feel like, you know, why would you even book the match this way? And I totally disagree. I think it is perfect. I think the meaning of what it said to the world is exactly what it should. He gave up. His body has given up. John Cena has been very clear in, if I could continue to wrestle, if my body would allow me to, I would keep doing it. But I can't anymore. My body can no longer be entertaining the way that I need it to be. So I'm giving up. What better way to have your last match than to give up and tap out? And tap out to somebody right now that's revered as one of the toughest competitors in the sport. I think it was poetic. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, yeah, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you talking about. That's how I feel. I think John Cena went out the way he was supposed to go. It meant all the world to him to go out that way because it's symbolic for how he feels. He's giving up. Nothing wrong with that. With that being said, salute to John Cena. It was a pretty good match. I would ask you if you enjoyed it, but you don't watch.
No.
So
sorry.
You should watch now. You should watch Next.
What's that?
Next is like, I don't want to say the G League of the WWE, but it's like the starter, or the start point, right? And Shawn Michaels runs it over there, right? But let me just say, there's a lot of fine women over at Next.
See, I've been hearing.
No. Like, I think Shawn Michaels goes on IG and just looks for like bad women and says, "Yo, can you jump? Can you flip? You got a job." Like, they look really good. So I'm like, I went to a show at Madison Square Garden for Next, and it was amazing. Like, it's really good. We're gonna go to a wrestling match, yo. I do think you have appreciation for it if you go there live.
Person?
You'll have a whole new appreciation for wrestling if you go live. And if Jada Parker or Stephanie Vergara, one of them, happen to be wrestling, they got some fat asses.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I would probably get along with like a woman wrestling.
How did I turn wrestling into something horny? I don't. That's an art. That's an art. In sports, we do have a. Do you watch boxing? Do you watch boxing? Okay,
yes, I like boxing.
Okay, great.
I like boxing.
So
see, that's real. At least where they
do not say that.
They paint it to be real.
Stop.
I mean, I'm honest.
Don't disrespect wrestling. But we're moving on to boxing. Anthony Joshua is fighting Jake Paul. I cannot wait for this fight. I am going to say that I do think that Jake Paul is going to win. I'm sorry. Anybody disagree? Anybody hate me for it? I'm sorry. But Anthony Joshua is a pretty good heavyweight, but he's 36, and of late he has not seemed to be as sharp as he's been before. I know a lot of people think that Jake Paul isn't really like a legit boxer, but I think the guy can box. He can box. He's pretty good. I do think if he lands one clean shot, he will lay Anthony Joshua out. I know a lot of people are going to say you're bugging the hell out, but if you look at his past fights, he has power within them punches. So I am looking forward to that. It's a way better fight to me than getting the Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis thing. I didn't want to see that. I thought that was going to be a clown show. I like putting a heavyweight against a heavyweight. I like a heavyweight of his experience. He's held titles. So to me, this is a legitimate fight. This is not something that people should just scoff over. So
do you think they're going to train like it's like a legit fight?
Oh, no, for sure. Anthony Joshua cannot get knocked out. Like, he's already been on the decline. You cannot lose to Jake Paul. That can't happen. Everyone in his ear is saying, if you lose to this man, your career is pretty, like, it's a wrap. There's no more fights for you. I mean, shit, there's damn near no more fights now. Jake Paul has always had this thing of people saying you've never really beat a real fighter. Now, he beat Mike Tyson, but that's Mike Tyson at 60. Like, we don't count that. No. He's fought MMA fighters. He's never fought a legitimate boxer.
So that's what I was just going to ask you. So this is now legit. Like, this will people that watch boxing will consider this like a.
I think if he beats Anthony Joshua, I think we can no longer criticize him and say he's just a celebrity boxer. He's a boxer. He's a boxer at this point. Like it, love it, hate it. It is what it is. I'm not here to debate how much we like this guy. I just think that this will solidify him in that way, and I would like to see who he would fight next after Anthony Joshua. And I do think he's confident that he can beat him. I think he feels like he can beat him. So I'm looking forward to it. Maybe now that's something that we can possibly agree upon.
I like boxing because also they put the work in. Like I love that. Like I like the, you actually working for something real again.
All right. Wrestling community. That is
Say it
Joe
again,
F.
yes.
saying this. I'm going to put his name in the description so that you can find him and kill him. I want no parts of this. I think there's a meme that's out and goes
I'll
around
take the smoke.
where the guy says wrestling is real to me. It's real to me. All right. I don't want any beef with any of the wrestlers. And next, if you're looking for some people to come through and interview, the female talent. I mean, I'll interview some dudes too if you need, but
They gotta be crazy in bed.
no, bro, they look amazing. Like, have you seen Jade Cargill? No. See? The cameraman, Chris, you can scream it out loud. Just
amazing.
There we go.
The real life Storm from Mexico.
You think I'd like her?
Pull up a picture of her.
If you like
All right.
If
Jade what?
Jade Cargill. Ooh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Nah, she a little too jacked though.
She's good. She's great. She looks amazing.
You have more muscle than me.
Moving on from boxing and wrestling. We had a Marvel leak today. Are you into what are you into? This is all movie stuff. We had a Marvel leak today.
Look, put it like this. I'm into a lot of shit, but I don't just dive deep into. I dive deep into certain things because I have an obsessive personality. I can't dive into everything.
Okay, well, listen. We've had a leak. Avengers Doomsday has been talked about forever and ever, and then they had the surprise appearance of Robert Downey Jr., where he's gonna play what's his name? What's the Dr. Doom? Whatever. I don't know. Whatever nigga. He gonna play that nigga. He's playing him, and today they leaked a piece of the trailer that shows that the original Captain America is coming back. Steve Rogers, Chris Evans is coming back to reprise his role as Captain America. Everyone is hyped. There are losers in the basement beating off to this news. Like it's a lot. It's been going crazy online. I think this is a smart move. Marvel for me for quite some time has been trash.
Yeah.
All the movies have been kind of blah. Bringing back Robert Downey Jr. was a great move. Bringing back Chris Evans is a great move. Steve Rogers, one of the more popular. I want to say maybe the second most popular character from the Avengers. I feel like Iron Man is one.
Yeah, I would say so.
And then
I would
maybe
say so.
maybe second or third. I don't know. Spider-Man might be the guy too, or I guess. But he's coming back. And I do think that this will help get people in the theaters, of course. I mean, people were going to go period to watch it, but I do think it will help the quality of the film. I didn't see a world where Avengers was going to be appealing if they didn't have these two people still a part of it in some type of way. People don't seem to be really enjoying the black Captain America. I'm not surprised by that. Black man can't be Captain America, huh? A black man just can't save the world, right?
That's whack.
Nah. No. All right. Bring the white boy back. All right, I get it. Cool. I'm interested to see what happens with this. I am going to be rushing to the theaters to go watch this just so I can critique. I do think that it's going to be a pretty good film. I don't think you can mess up this type of movie with these people involved. I don't think Robert Downey Jr. signs on to this unless it's going to be like phenomenal. And they need it. They need it. Russo brothers, they got to do something. Pull it together. You got to do something. Get us back into the love of the Marvels thing. DC has been trying. DC just put out a trailer for Supergirl. Looks like the bootleg Guardians of the Galaxy theme. Like, I'm not really. You're not going to trick me into this taking some of the directors from the Marvel side now bringing them to DC and then giving us some of the same themes, the same background. I'm not convinced. And then Supergirl is a drunk.
Really?
Yeah, she a drunk. She drunk in the whole movie. She taking like space buses from planet to planet to get drunk, and she looked like a little OnlyFans girl. Like Supergirl looked like a little pop, like a little hoe, just getting drunk and going to different space bars. Like that's not intriguing to me. So I guess if y'all want to go ahead and keep in tune with that, y'all can go watch that nonsense.
Did you see the new Superman movie?
I did see the new Superman movie.
That I have to watch.
I did enjoy it though. I enjoyed it.
You did.
Now, and I enjoyed it. Me and my son went to watch it, and he loved it. I loved watching him enjoy it. So I guess the job was done. Like, I guess when you get to a certain point, certain movies aren't for us anymore. Kind of just let it be. So I will be tuned in. Outside of that, there's some more stuff in the news that I want to cover. There was a mass shooting, Brown University.
Another one?
Yeah, there was one in I believe Australia. There was one. Was that Australia? You wouldn't know. You don't know nothing.
Nope, nothing.
Joe knows nothing. But there was a mass shooting, Brown University. I don't have a injured or death toll. I don't want to focus on that. You can go do your own research on that. It's just another day in America. Sad to say. Especially towards the end of the year, you figure everyone's going into the holiday in a better mood, better spirit, and we have to get news like this. I almost feel like we just do a disservice having to keep reporting on this. We just normalize that this happens every year, and I'm not entertained. I'm not. Well, I shouldn't be entertained, but I don't want to use this moment to entertain you with this conversation. So we'll move past that. What's some other stuff we have? We have some other stuff going on, man.
What's been going on in this world?
Oh, music. Danny D. Kane. Are you? No, I'm not even gonna ask. Danny D. Kane. For anyone who's familiar, Danny D. Kane, female girl group, started through making the band through the Diddler. Was a part of the making the band Diddy edition. They had a reunion show and they've been on tour, but it's not the whole group. It's just three of the members. I think it's Andrea, Aubrey, and D Woods. They're the three young ladies who are now on the road as the new Danny D. Kane, the new version of that. The other member, Shannon, gave a pretty good message saying that she's behind them and loves to see this. Dawn, who's the other member, is on the road as well, and she pretty much shaded them by posting her doing the songs better than them. I will say that the three girl Danny Kane group, don't get me wrong, they look great, but they was ass on stage. Like, people were cheering them on, and I get it. It's good to see them on stage and doing their thing together, but it wasn't hitting. They didn't, to me, they didn't sound the greatest, and they look kind of trash in the moves, but they haven't been together for quite some time, so maybe they'll put it together and piece it together, get it a little tighter. I would love to see all five of them get together at some point and really get on the road. I would love to see every single person who has been a part of the Diddy world and who has left that world and it's felt like there's been some like strain on their career. I would love to see all of them get together and do a tour. I would love for all of them to say, you know what? Aside from all this negative stuff, we're still here. We still made it. Day 26, Danny D. Kane, whoever else, Mace and Total and whoever. Everybody get on the road and say, you know what? Aside from all the drama, this is the perfect time to show people that we still here and we still have our careers. Let's all go on a tour together. Shit, bring out B5. All the rest of them. Cassie, get on the road too. Everybody get on the road, perform, and give people a recollection of why you were even in this space. You guys are talented. I would like to see that more. I think that is an important statement to make right now instead of leaning into all the nastiness surrounding around Diddy. Moving on from Diddy. Russell Simmons. You know who that is, right?
Yes.
Oh, all right. About to say,
It's current shit.
All right, I'm about to turn the cameras
I'm
off.
working.
All right.
When do y'all have time to keep up with all this stuff?
We have to. This is our life. This is our life now, to just know what's going on. That's a lot, though. I'm not gonna lie. Because doing this here and then also doing it at the pod, I have to be way more in tune with a bunch of stuff that I normally would not give two shits about. That in itself is a job. So then to come here and talk about it is a whole nother job. It's a lot. I can understand why you don't want to do it.
Okay, when do I have the time to that?
If you listen, I saw Joe's search bar and the stuff that he likes to look at. Trust me, Joe can find some time to watch some current event stuff. It ain't nothing but ass and and the Grinch. Like he got a weird timeline of stuff.
Motivational quotes.
Yeah, like
don't take
come
those
on.
away.
All right. Moving on from that, we have Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons has been quoted as saying that Kimora Lee, who is his ex-wife, is not allowing him to have a relationship or see his kids. Right. And at first, when I heard that, I was like, "Damn, I feel for that." I've heard a lot of men go through those things, and I've heard a lot of men talk about, the wife or the ex-wife or the baby mama puts a strain between me and my kids, and I sympathize with that so much. Until I realized that the kids are grown-ass kids, not like 5 and 6 and 17, like 20-something, 20. Nigga, you can't use your ex-wife as the excuse for why you don't have a relationship with your kids no more. You don't got a relationship with your kids because they are now adults and they choose not to have a relationship with you. That's all I really wanted to say.
Hold on, though. What about, though, if that's because of maybe painted lies from years of...
I understand that. Cool. You then have to now figure out a way to now get in between that or try to like fix that in some type of way. I don't know if that's a level of therapies, level of just transparency. I don't know. Effort. I don't know what that takes, but it can no longer be like you using the baby mom or the ex-wife as an excuse. If the kids are not allowing you to be a part of their life, you have to figure out why that's the case and address that. Or say that, hey, my kids don't want a relationship with me because of the things that the mother has said in the past. But Russell Simmons has some things about him that we've heard about that could be a big reason to why the kids don't want a relationship with you. There's no innocent parties here, but just the idea of just going to the public and saying, oh, she's stopping me from having a relationship with my kids is just, it's too much at this point. And I do know that he's been very vocal about how, he's had a really good relationship with Kimora all up to this point until some things happen financially where he feels like they snaked him out of some money and stuff like that. I understand. I get all that. But just going to the public and using that as excuse, I would just much rather you just not say nothing. I would just much rather you just say, you know what, I need to work on the relationship with my kids, and that's going to be a process. But Kimora at this point, at these kids or adults grown age, can't be the excuse or the reason to why you keep bringing this up. And you over there in Bali. I don't know how much relationship can you have over in Bali? And why are you over there in Bali? I mean, it's all whatever. We'll leave that there.
What would you do though in that situation? Real quick, what would you do in that situation? Let's just make up something because we don't know exactly, right? Let's just say, you're getting shitted on for years and years and years and years.
Been through it
for whatever reasons, right?
I've been through it.
And then you're at a certain, the kid's at a certain age. Let's just say 19.
Mm-hmm.
How do you go and?
I can't sit here and say that I know exactly how we'll go about it. I just know that the child is always going to love their mother. That's the first thing I always think of. The child is going to always love their mother, and in no way do I think speaking negatively about the mother is going to help. Like, no matter whether she's right or wrong, it's just not going to help. I have to be able to find a way to connect with my child and be very transparent about, the things that I've done wrong, the things that their mother have done wrong, and how, it's still not a reflection on how we feel about them as our kids and still sharing the same love. There's no exact way to do it. And also kids have different personalities. So you need to talk to them in certain ways that it connects with them. So I don't have a direct answer. I just know that the one thing you can't do is continuously blame the other parent, especially publicly, especially when that parent is very much so loved by the kids you're trying to connect to. It's just not going to work. I wish them the best. Hopefully the kids and Russell do come to some type of connection where they can kind of reconcile and get on the same track. I never want kids to be disconnected from their parents. I mean, And I do understand when it happens. Like, I've been through it. I've gone through enough of it to know. And I've also been a victim to it. Like, I've been on both sides. I've been the parent who's had to deal with that, and I've been the kid who's had to hear it. So I feel for the kids. I feel for everybody involved. Hopefully this gets resolved. I don't have much else I want to dive into. I did want to leave off because we're going into Christmas holiday, and I know a lot of y'all are prepping for Christmas and New Year's and all that, getting your gifts together. It left me to think, Joe, do you have like a most memorable gift that you received? I sat back and I thought, and was like, you know what? I don't have like a Christmas where I got something that was like, oh yes, I will. Like, I felt like Christmas was always just like, it was cool. It was cool, but I didn't have this year I want this bike, and my parent got it. And like A Christmas Story, when Ralphie's asking for the BB gun, and the parent keeps saying, no, you're gonna shoot your eye out. You're gonna shoot your eye out. But then at the end of the movie, he gets the BB gun. I don't have that moment. Do you have that? No,
I don't. No, I've definitely, I've gotten some great, like just, gifts over the years, from people and things like that. But like for actual holidays, no.
I want anyone who wants to share, please put in the comments what that year was and what was the gift and how did it make you feel. Cause I keep asking my kids, like, what do you want? And they're like, oh, they don't give a fuck. Like, they just like, give me whatever. Like, I remember back in the days, like specific things were like a big thing for kids. Like we honed in on a certain gift. And when we got it, it made everything worthwhile. All the other stuff under the tree didn't matter. But when you got that one gift, it was like memorable.
What do you feel, kind of flip it though? What about you, like maybe you have gifted somebody or maybe gifted your kids, any gift that you ever got someone that meant a lot for you to give?
Pregnancy. No. I don't know.
That's a fine gift.
I don't know. I've never really been like a Christmas guy, honestly. And anytime that I've like done Christmas gifts with like partners and families, it's just been like, hey, what do you want? And I'm like, oh, just give me anything. I appreciate anything, or surprise me. And I'm just like, all right, well, yeah, take this gift card and shut the fuck up. Like, I'm not really the gift getter. And I'll be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about giving gifts like that. Like, and it's not a cheap thing. I'm not cheap, but I'm just not into the holiday like that. Never been.
Never, since you were even a kid?
Yeah, I've never been caught up on it. I always knew from young Santa wasn't real. The one thing that I do miss about the holidays was like the family get-togethers that we used to have in my grandma's house or my Aunt Sissy's house. Like, those things were more important to me than the actual gift. Like the getting together, seeing family, talking crap, the talent shows that we used to, like, all of that stuff was like more important to me than the actual stuff under the tree. So once that was kind of like no longer there on a regular basis, I don't give a damn about no Christmas. Any New Year's plans? You got somebody that you kissing at 12 o'clock?
Nah, man. I'm banned from DR, so we ain't going there anymore. So
okay.
Nah, I'm gonna be home with my daughter.
Okay.
Be home with my daughter.
All right. Yeah, I don't have any plans. I'm not banned from anywhere, but I'm probably gonna chill out, and I don't feel like I should kiss anybody at 12 o'clock because then that feels like I got to start the year with them. Kinda. I don't want to start the year with nobody. This might be a solo dolo.
Do you have a most memorable New Year's Eve?
You know what's crazy? Last year, was it last year? Might have been last year. I broke in New Year's by myself. I went to a cabin and started the year in a new way. It's kind of like me reflecting on the year prior and my mom passing and kind of just getting through all of that stuff. I felt like I didn't get a break or a time to myself. So I just went to a cabin and just shut down, did some mushrooms. I saw things. things got real funny and blurry and colorful, and I was there dolo, so I couldn't like enjoy that with a woman. So it was a lot of like eating food and beating off.
Was that?
I mean, that's all you could. Hey,
was that one of your first like alone for New Year's Eve?
that was my first ever.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never been alone for New Year's Eve. Yeah, it's my first time being alone and being in my own space, my own world, and it felt good. It felt good, and I don't mean just the beating off, but like every part of it felt good. It felt good to just feel like fresh start, clearing my mind. I would do that again this year, but I don't feel like being off. So
wait, if you're alone, you got to beat off.
Hold on. All right, fellas. All right, listen. Fellas, let's have a real moment here. If you go anywhere on a trip, a vacation, or something by yourself, you don't have a lady with you, you do all your activities during the day, fun, and then you get to the room and you dolo and you got some drugs in your system, you gotta beat off. How do you get the drugs out your system? like a shower? You drink water? No, you got to beat it off.
I feel like that shit makes it even more depressing.
Oh no, you're looking at beating off the wrong way. No. See, there's two types of people.
First you alone, and then now you're doing that.
Yeah, there's two types of like you're like a let's just say people like their drugs to give them an upper. And then there's some people that like they're downers. You're like a downer beater offer. like the beat off brings me up. Like I'm ready for life again. Like you hit
that reset. Like, all right, this is how we're going to the year.
You're not supposed to look in the mirror after that and just like look at yourself and be embarrassed. Like some people do that. Some people be like, get their frustrations off, and then they be like, "Oh, I'm so ashamed of myself. Oh
nah,
look how disgusting I am." Nah, I would pat my back. I pat my hand on the back. I would do one of those if I ain't just beat off.
Shit. You know how many bad decisions a lot of people fucking get past for just beating off?
Yeah. All right, listen, we've talked long enough. Pause about beating off, and I did say we're gonna stop saying pause, but. We've dissected this. It's cool. Whatever you guys decide to do for the New Year's, Christmas, I hope you enjoy. Leave in the comments your last gift that you got, not the last time you beat off. I know some of y'all going through that too. But leave your comments of the last gift that you received that was memorable, the year, if you can remember, especially if it's childhood. As we get older, it's just like that. But I want us to kind of relive that childhood. We kind of lose sense of that. Like with the holidays, that's kind of what I'm focused on more during this time of year. Just remembering really important moments in my life. And it all circulates around my childhood and being with family and stuff like that.
Best Christmas movie?
A Christmas Story. I know some of you new age people say The Grinch and Home Alone and all that other shit. A Christmas Story is the best Christmas movie ever. Ralphie's journey to get that BB gun was one of the greatest told stories ever. Ever in movie history. I don't care what anyone says. And they got a part 2 that wasn't that bad, actually. Now,
I don't want to watch any part 2 of it.
I get it. It's not for everybody, but it wasn't that bad. It actually wasn't too bad. But A Christmas Story is the best one. Cool. You agree or
no? But I have bad takes.
Okay, give us your bad take.
The Grinch, just because it's hilarious.
God.
And then second, y'all really are gonna kill me with my second one. Santa Claus, Tim Allen.
Yo, it's been a good episode. It's been a really good episode. We're not even dignifying that with a real response. Let me look in my phone and make sure that we don't need to discuss. I don't even feel like we should end on that note. Like,
yeah, The Grinch is the most hilarious.
Oh my God,
I really want to know who was the writer for that movie.
I want to end this.
You're not. See, you're
no.
introvert, but
no. Santa Claus, Tim Allen, like that's the home improvement guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, listen, I want to send a rest in peace to Carl Carlton. For anyone who doesn't know who that is, famous singer in the past. He died at 72 years old. Salute to you. We appreciate your art and everything that you give the industry, given the industry. I'm going to end on that note. We're not going to allow this to end with us talking about Tim Allen and Jim Carrey. Not doing that. Anything else you have to say, Joe? In fact, no. Don't say anything. Chris, anything you want to just shout out to the world?
Or just stand up.
Come on, bro. Come.
I mean, I did recently get a cut, so I got cut off the show.
Yeah, just sit and scream to the world what you would like to say. No, you're not on camera. Just say it out loud.
Best Christmas movie.
Give us best Christmas movie.
I have to say Home Alone.
Guys, it was great talking to y'all. This is a great time. Tune in next time. We'll be discussing way more important things. I know this might seem like it's important to the rest of the world. It's not important to me. Outside of the Rob Reiner stuff and all that, we once again want to send our condolences to his family and anyone affected. And we want to wish everyone a safe journey going into the holidays. Safety to everyone at the Brown University who went through the mass shooting. Yeah, just safety to everybody going into these holidays. And I hope everyone's in a good mental space. I know this time of year is hard for a lot of people when it comes to just losing family and not being able to celebrate with them. Sending you well wishes and prayers. On that note, we're doing this for John Cena, by the way. Hustle, loyalty, respect.